What's up, everybody?
What's up?
What's good?
You getting a crack out of that?
Sounds like Jack Black.
It kind of does. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Pizza Bagels. Tomboy, what's shaking, buddy?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Nothing much. Another fun guest on this week. It's a buddy, Andre.
What's good?
What's going on, bud? It's been quite some time since we've seen each other.
It's been a very long time.
But we go way back.
Yeah.
So before we dive into everything, we got a voicemail in today.
Oh, yeah?
So, well, it came in previously, I think last week, but
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you who it is, but
We'll
I'm
find
just
out.
going to play this for you.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? It's TPG on a beautiful Friday afternoon, like 70 degrees. Probably the nicest day that we've had since winter started. And your boy's back on the grind. If I haven't mentioned it before, I have a small landscaping business, so feels good to be back at work. Been catching up on some episodes because in the winter I just lay around and watch a bunch of TV. But I was listening to Juno. I'm not going to attempt to say that word.
The synesthesia.
Yeah.
It's the colors
He
mixing
had
up.
that thing with the colors and sights and feels and all that. And I thought Juno was great, man. He couldn't ask for a better guest. He almost felt like friend of show. Like he'd been listening to it, and like y'all could probably just be friends in real life. Like it was a real good interview. Plus everything was real interesting. The one person that tried to get me to change the show, like not cuss, like fucking, like how fucking arrogant are you to think that you can come onto somebody else's show and tell them how to run it? Like,
Yeah,
who the
fuck
fuck
that
are
bitch.
you? Don't ever do that. Don't ever bow down to the bitches in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One thing about I had a couple of thoughts while y'all were entering Juno. I felt like whenever you were talking about music, I forgot the name of the band. Oh, yeah, so immediately the first band that came to mind that probably, like, at least one person in that band, but probably all of them have that thing, I'm not going to attempt that word, the Talking Heads. Like, that music to me, like, I wonder how he feels about that group, if he's ever even listened to them, and what kind of feelings he gets from their music. And also, like, I always say never let your enemies know your biggest weakness. I think Juno made a little mistake there telling everybody about that picture that makes that sound in his head. Like, my daughter had an issue with somebody in high school, one of the faculty, and, I've been plotting revenge, and man, my life would be so much easier if I could just like hang out around the school and just
Don't
Probably
hang
not a
around.
good idea.
hang
Don't
with
do
a
that.
big purple and yellow swirly sign to make her head go fucking crazy every time I see her. And she's
I
in the
see.
public a lot because she's a coach, so I can just show up to games and fuck with her all the time. I wish she had this problem and this issue. So I guess I'm keeping it just one part today. That's all I got. I'm going to listen to some more episodes. Probably be making some more phone calls.
Oh,
Peace
yeah.
out, y'all.
Don't do that, Guido. Otherwise, you're calling us from jail.
Yeah.
I guess that would be fun.
Yeah, it would be hilarious to you get a call from
Yeah.
whatever county jail.
It sounds like he was saying that that person, that coach, whoever he hates, if they had that synesthesia, that he would show up
With a purple
so
sign.
that she'd see it and start fucking with her. I see how these mind games he was trying to play.
I gotta play this episode whenever I leave here.
It was a great interview.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
it was,
sounds
it was really
interesting,
cool.
So
Guido, thanks for calling in as always.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. P.S. Don't hang out at schools.
Yeah.
You're
don't
too
do that.
Most adults don't hang out at schools.
Yeah. Just drop your kid off and be on your way.
He sounds kind of intense.
So, Dre, we got you on as a tattoo artist. I thought this would be something that'd be a lot of fun for people that do have a bunch of tattoos or looking to get tattoos. So, I mean, I guess, how long have you been tattooing for?
I think like around like 15, 16 years.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Usually like Facebook memories usually reminds me
Yeah.
of how long I've been tattooing for. I'm like, oh yeah, it has been long. Damn.
Like, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
How did you originally get started into it?
I mean, I've always been like a creative. in general. I mean, I've been drawing since I was young, but
Mhm.
I think for a long time, I mean, for a while I was drawing, all the time. Then like I kind of stopped drawing for a while, and I kind of just focused more on like doing like DJ stuff and learning how to get better with doing that and like learning that medium and everything.
That's dope.
So at a certain point, I had like a lot of friends that knew me from like school, high school, whatever, and they're like, "Why don't you draw anymore? Like you're like one of the best artists I knew." Blah blah.
Mhm.
I'm like, I mean, at that point, I mean, I was just taking a break, but also I kind of didn't. I wasn't really feeling it anymore. I like lost the passion for it, and
Hit a little
then
wall.
yeah, I hit a wall for like a good like 8 9 years,
Yeah.
and I was putting all my energy into DJing. So
What was your DJ name?
it's the same as it's always been. Andre Leon, my first and middle name.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, nothing like cheesy like fucking
DJ
DJ
Doctor
fucking Doctor.
Puss Smasher.
Yeah, Puss Smasher,
Copyright that name just in case.
dude. I
Case
will,
you
I will
wanna
mark
become
that
a
one
DJ.
down.
I feel like DJs do always have like a really goofy name.
They do.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of those like cheesy ass names, like little stripper DJ names,
Yeah.
But like, I just kept it to like first and middle name.
Fair.
It flows.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I was doing that for a while. And then, again, my friends were like, "Why aren't you drawing?" And then I had friends that were like pretty aggressive about it. And they're like, "Dude, if you don't fucking start drawing again, I'm gonna fuck you up." You know?
Forcing you into drawing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
shout
good though. It's good to have like friends to kind of like
That's your strength. Do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
like pushing you back in to give you like
Yeah.
that motivation. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll try to get back into it.
Yeah, so I mean, like with that motivation and everything, like there was a point in time where I was like, yeah, I mean, I should probably get back into drawing. But when I got back into drawing, I just decided to try and get into tattooing. I mean, I was always interested in getting tattoos and like just learning more about it and like possibly dabbling with it. So I mean, I started tattooing honestly like at my house for a very short period of time though. But I was like pretty much like on YouTube College, just like looking up videos,
Sure.
like downloading like seminars of tattoo artists that were showing how to get into the business, how to tattoo. So like my mom got me like one of those like really cheap like tattoo kits for like
Starter
Christmas.
pack,
Yeah,
yeah.
little starter pack thing, and she was like, "Don't go tattooing yourself," which I didn't plan on doing, but like. So yeah, I got that, practice on a few friends of mine.
That's what I was gonna ask because I feel like a lot of people that do. When they're first starting out, they will like practice like on like their thigh.
Yeah,
or they have the friends.
I never practiced on myself ever. I mean, I've done probably like one tattoo on myself, but that was like a couple years of it me.
You already kind of were in a little bit.
I mean, I was still like apprenticing, but like it was more like a little memorial tattoo for my friend Joe that died. So, but yeah, I mean, I practiced on like friends. I practiced on like grapefruits and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was like I was gonna ask like what's like a good like
like fake.
prac-
There's like fake skin. There's like oranges.
Yeah.
There's like, I mean, they say like pig ears over at school, but like it also like it's not like super consistent working with like big pig ears because they get really messy and like all that. But
Sure.
I mean, the best is like yourself or friends or
Yeah.
I mean, fake skin's cool and all. It just depends like what kind that you use.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, since that, so since like practicing with friends, there's a point in time where like I'd moved to my mom's place and I was living with Rob Dorsey,
Okay.
and Rob Dorsey was getting tattooed at Addicted, so I went with him like for like one appointment session that he got on his chest, and just like picked their brains and just ask questions about tattooing,
Cool.
how to get into it, blah blah blah. And then by the time that they were done, I asked Mark, the owner, I'm like, hey, like by any chance, do you need any apprentices? I'm trying to get into the industry. And he's
Yeah.
like,
Shoot your shot.
yeah. And he's like, well, right now at this moment, I'm not really trying to find anybody, but if you need any like tips at all, or like you have any questions, like feel free to hit me up. And I'm happy to answer them for you, which
Cool.
is awesome.
Yeah.
So like fast forward, I forget how long it was, but I think at a certain point he had hit me up and he was like, "Hey, are you still interested in apprenticing?" He's like, I had some people like
Nice.
leave and quit the shop, if you want to come through and talk about, like schedule or whatnot. We can do that. So, and that's how I got my in into an actual shop. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also that was also like along the same lines as I was like going through like troubles with like probation and like I mean that's a whole long story.
Sure,
For itself, like a long story. So, but yeah, I mean
We
that's
can
all.
save it for another episode.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've got long stories, man.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun today, so you can always come back as long as you also have fun. It's gonna go by a lot quicker than you think.
Oh, how long is the podcast for?
Oh, we're usually about an hour.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, sometimes it can go a little.
This is gonna
we'll go a
breeze
little
by.
longer depending on what goes on.
Yeah, it all really depends. We get caught up in stories and shit like that, and you kind of lose track of time. So
yeah,
about an hour and a half at the most.
Yeah,
I'm so here for it, man. Yeah, sweet.
So is there? I know like every tattoo artist kind of has like their own like style, like they love doing, like or specialize in. Like what's like your do you have one?
I wouldn't say that I have like one certain style that I like focus on, although like I feel like I should. I feel like if I like kind of master one style, I would maybe probably get more clients. But I'm also a person that doesn't really have favorites of anything. So I try and like I don't know dabble with like a lot of styles, but mostly what I like to do is like neo-traditional, like a lot of like vibrant, like bright color, or I like to do like I mean I like black and gray too. I mean it's also black and gray is something that I'm like really trying to like hone in more and do like more like I guess like realism or like dark imagery stuff.
Very cool.
But I like dark imagery stuff, like all like evil shit. I mean I drew. I mean I've been drawing like evil like weird shit since I was like in middle school.
Yeah.
Where like my mom and my family was like, "Are you okay? Like, there's something wrong with you."
Do we need to take you to church?
Yeah, dude. Like one time, and was it in middle school? I was I put a high school. I had put like a drawing into like the Scholastic Awards, and I won a silver key for it.
Nice.
It was a pen and ink drawing, and like I barely finished it for the contest. And it was a very like dark, evil piece. It was like around the time where I was like in the whole like phase of being in like Marilyn Manson and like fucking like and so it was like very evil. And but like they put all the winners into like the hallway of like the school. So a lot of parents ended up like complaining about this piece that I did. And they're like, this person's a Satanist, and like I pretty much had to like go to the principal's office, and the art teacher was like, like covering me, just had my back, which is awesome. But
that's fucking art.
Yeah, it was art. But yeah,
look it up.
But again, like I like drawing like a lot of like dark imagery stuff. I like very like illustrative stuff. I come from like a comic book / like
so you're kind of like
graffiti background, so that's where the color comes from. It's where like the illustration comes from. I would draw like the X-Men cards like all the time.
Sick.
Like I would draw like cartoons. I would draw so
kind of like the like a Swiss Army knife of like the different styles.
Yeah. I'm trying to get more into like realism stuff or like just I don't know like more dark imagery stuff too. So
yeah. Is there any styles that like you don't like doing? Like someone comes in and is like, hey, I want to...
I mean, so people come in and they want like these like fine line designs, which I mean, I don't mind doing. Like, I don't mind. I mean, I like doing fine line stuff. It just depends on what it is. I mean, if it's like a more like illustrative detail piece, I'm down to do it. But what if it's just like the typical kind of like trendy tattoos that are going on around right now, where everyone just gets like little tiny like super light designs. I mean, I'm not really into it, but I'll do it just to make some money if I'm slow.
Sure.
But that's not like what I'm gonna like take and put into my portfolio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're like, I'll just do it, but it's not going in the book.
Yeah. I mean, I'm usually gonna put stuff in my book that I drew or something that I'm like proud of doing.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Have you like declined anybody for any tattoo they came in for? I mean, for any reason. It doesn't have to be like, that's dumb. But I mean, just you're kind of just like, oh, that's a little fucked up, and I'm not doing it. Or
I mean, like I won't do like racist kind of shit.
Well, yeah.
But
fucking American History X, fucking swastika on the
I
chest.
mean, but I will. I mean, I will cover like racist symbolism stuff.
Sure.
I mean, I'll do it for free, or I'll work on covering it because I also just got into tattoo removal too, like non-laser tattoo removal, so I can do that as well.
Sick.
But yeah, like I don't like doing like wedding bands
Okay.
I don't really do like size of the fingers. Sometimes I don't do lip tattoos.
You said, are you talking about like the inside, like where people do like the
like
mustaches and stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't like doing those.
Okay.
Those fade really quick. You gotta touch them up. Gotta touch them up all the time.
Yeah. So do you basically tell them like, sorry, I'm just not into doing them, or?
Yeah. So, well, I first tell them, I'm like, hey, like, just so you know, like, you might need this touched up, a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And some people, when they get this done, it's more like a one-off, like,
Yeah,
oh,
they think it's funny.
I'm drunk with friends, haha, and they want it done, and like, I don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like lip tattoos, I won't do. They're fucking annoying to do. I'll always fall out unless you blow it out, But
What do you mean by blow it out?
where you go too far, so the ink.
Oh, blowing out the tattoo. I thought you meant as the person getting the tattoo. Got it.
Oh yeah, no, where the line kind of blows out under the skin and looks like it's bruised, kind of.
Dude, I will agree. A lot of friends that have lip tattoos, a lot of them are just like faded out.
Yeah.
You could barely read them. I will say, however, my buddy Timmy got a skull and crossbones, and it's like a baby blue color.
Mm-hmm.
And that tattoo is probably, I would say, 15 to 20 years old, and it still looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anybody flip tattoo.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, that actually held out.
Yeah, they're just fucking annoying to tattoo. They gotta do so much to like get in the lip, like put like paper towels or tissue and
So
and
they're not
they're
drooling.
not drooling all over you. Like they gotta hold their lip, and then
Do you have to, like, dry that part that you're tattooing before you
constantly.
can? Yeah.
Because they're constantly just drooling and just it's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
That
I can
and, like,
imagine how that taste of ink, like, all the time, too, after getting it done.
Well, usually you have like paper towels like in the cheek area, so
Yeah.
it kind of like holds it like soaks up the saliva, but it soaks up so quick.
Yeah.
So
You got the good paper towels.
They're really annoying. Yeah, really bouncy.
You got the bounces.
Yeah. But aside from that, like if people come in, they want to get like their boyfriend, girlfriend's names and stuff together. Like I usually don't do it unless they're like together for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like
Like, he has a question. I'm like, hey, all right, here's the list of, like, how long you been together?
yeah, how long you been together? Like
When you get married?
yeah. Even if they're married, sometimes
Like,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm kind of questionable because I feel like sometimes tattooing names is like a curse. Sometimes like there's times where I've tattooed names and then like automatically like they break up or they find out so and so's
Like that.
cheating or da. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man,
Getting couple tattoos is like the curse.
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I tattooed in prison, and I did a few names, or I tattooed this one guy's chest, and then like 2 days later, he finds out that she was cheating on him. She like left him in the dark in prison, never answers calls, stopped visiting him,
Oh, jeez.
and he was like, "Hey man, can you like how much to cover this?" I'm like, I can't really cover that,
Especially how fresh.
I'm like, one, it's fresh. Two, like, I can't really cover this up with like a single guitar needle.
Yeah.
So like I told you, man.
I could put an X through it.
Yeah, I can put void in red or some shit.
Psych.
Yeah. JK.
Yeah.
Or just like
JK,
right
LOL.
under that bitch underneath their name.
Yeah, or just have it be a start of like other names that he's just gonna like fucking get on his chest and just.
Isn't that I think that was in Bubble Boy. You guys remember the movie Bubble Boy?
Mm-hmm.
And Danny Trejo was like the biker dude that's kind of falling around through the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But when he shows off that tattoo, he's got like 5 different girls' names, and they just have like an X, like yeah.
I mean, nowadays people will just see that shit, or they just cover it up with like a all black sleeve or
I've been
a
seeing
big
a lot.
a big black blob. I'm like,
Do you do blackout tattoos if someone comes in?
I haven't done a blackout tattoo, but I mean, I will.
Okay.
I mean, I would. I mean, depending on like how it looks, I would either cover it or like laser or do some removal. But
Sure.
everyone's on this whole trend too of getting blackout sleeves.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I think it's dumb. Like, obviously, everyone's got tattoos. They're like, they think look stupid now or whatever, and they thought it was way cooler like back then. But it's like this is like part of like your history, I guess, if you will. You know what I mean? Like this is a memory.
I think they also take it from like like the whole like tribal culture too, like where there's blackout parts of their body, and yeah, it's just like I mean, it's just like a really dumb idea. It's just to black out a whole arm, but also it's like of like a little bit of cultural appropriation in a way too, you know.
Sure.
But
I did hear that I think there's a new ink out, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I did read something that they have an ink now that can tattoo over the blackout tattoo. So you're kind of washing your board, I guess, so to speak.
I mean, you can tattoo. I mean, you can get your arm blacked out and then like
Re-tattoo it.
and then like re-tattoo it. You can tattoo it with like with white. You can tattoo it with even
I
some,
guess that's a good point.
with even some color. It just really depends on like
What's
the
in your shower
like the
or what?
black the kind of black that you're putting into the skin. You know, if it's like if it's gonna heal like a matte color, you can kind of go over it.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I mean I haven't really done any blackout sleeves, but I've seen pieces on Instagram to where like you go over it with like white and like, probably like a couple times to where it kind of pops, but you can also go over it with color too.
Okay.
You just gotta be like just that versed in knowing like your color palette too, so.
Gotcha. I thought like basically once you're blacked out, like yeah, I guess like a white would probably
Once
work.
you go black, you never go back.
Yeah. Yes, I didn't think it would know if it was like that or if it was like I mean white would probably work, but at the same time, like if this new ink is supposed to be like vibrant and all the colors, so from what it kind of reminds me of is like there was like a '90s toy that kind of like it's like a writing on like a
Dry erase?
blackboard kind of.
After sketch or something.
Yeah, but it was like it would like color when you use this marker, it would be in like different colors, like on like this like blackboard thing.
Okay.
Do you guys remember
Like a
this at all?
chalk kind? I mean, I
It was
trying to
kind.
remember what you're
I
talking
don't remember. I mean, Tomboy, are you able to kind of see if you can yank something up here?
let me
Like,
see
look up like '90s blackboard.
chalkboard.
But it wasn't a chalkboard. It was kind of like a dry erase board, but it was like all black, I think. And when you use the marker that it came with, you can write everything, but it would be like in like different colors. I don't remember what it's called though.
Is
Like
it-
if you're
I know it was like a kind of like a kind of chalk like paint pen kind of thing, right?
maybe, but I think it was like dry erase still. But it was like reversed,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, see if you find something like a reversed black dry erase.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's
I'm
almost
just-
like those the menus that you see at these bars that have like they write in pink and whatnot.
Kinda,
Oh,
yeah.
it was like the fluorescent, like
Yeah,
dark
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
dry erase board marker thing.
No. Yeah, I know I'm gonna fucking
It's
think.
like-
I'm gonna
it's like
think of it.
anyways.
Yeah, well, I'll think of it like I can't just
I
dwell
can't
on
find
this.
anything
Yeah.
about it.
Okay, so when you're like working in the shops and stuff, were you typically a charge like by the hour, or obviously if you're doing like probably like let's
I mean,
say,
if
like
that's like a
big back
walk-in-
piece or something?
I mean, if it's like a walk-in, I'm not doing like hourly. I'll just knock it out and like I'll just give like a flat rate based on like what they want to get done,
Right.
But yeah, usually if I'm doing like a big piece, I'm definitely doing hourly.
Yeah,
So
that's what I figure. If you're doing like some like giant like back piece or a whole sleeve or something like that.
I definitely start by all hourly. I'll do like the like gray line, and then kind of start like shading, kind of color, then kind of like go back, go through as I'm going through it. Like start doing like the sculpting the black lines and everything. So.
Did you have to like when you have like a spot in the shop? Do you have to like rent out a chair, or how does that work?
Some shops are different.
Okay.
Like some shops, it's commission based where you get like 60-40, 70-30.
Okay.
Usually like sometimes like when you first start, like when you just get out of your apprenticeship and you're starting to like make money, they'll do like 50-50.
Okay. Just to kind of let you.
But yeah, as you've been tattooing for a while, you kind of get up to like 60-40, 70-30. I feel like the best way to go about doing it I think that's best for artists in a way is like doing like just booth rent, so where like you just pay that amount
For like the month or whatever.
for the month or the week, and then everything else that you bring in is all yours.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was curious on that because I know like even I have a lot of friends that are hairdressers, you know what I mean? And to me it's kind of that same thing where they
yeah,
have
very
to
similar.
Rent the chair.
right.
Yeah,
and-
it's all booth rent. Yeah.
Right, and that's kind of what they've told me is like, yeah, we basically just have to rent it out for the week or whatever.
I feel
and
like that's like the best.
They make their own
Yeah.
prices.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best route too. And also, like when you're doing booth rent, you can pay that so quick, and then just everything else is like in pocket, but also it just makes you hustle more,
Yeah.
to get that money that's in your pocket.
Yep.
I mean, right now where I'm at, I mean, I'm at Voodoo Monkey, and I mean, I'm doing 60/40 just because like I moved back here, so I'm just trying to like get my clientele
Yeah.
back together, and like I'm only in the shop right now whenever I have appointments, and it's been pretty slow for a bit. It's slowly starting to pick up right now because of tax season, but.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but yeah, like once I get like my clientele back in there, like I'll probably start just paying booth rent, which is pretty affordable.
Yeah.
So,
Voodoo, is that on 25th?
it's on 26 now. I moved
Okay.
like about 2 years ago.
Okay.
So it's over there like right next to Boaz
Okay.
in like the barber school.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
All right.
same building as Boaz and like Bartleby and stuff. So
Because I was like, I thought I remember driving past it a bunch.
yeah, it was always on 25th for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, even like I think on Google for some reason they still have the old address.
Well, that's fucking dumb.
I mean, I think they have our address, but like, I don't know. People always go to that location. They're like, "Oh, well, I'm lost."
Yeah.
I'm
That
like-
could really fuck up like
Oh yeah.
business for you guys, especially for like the walk-ins. Or like, oh, let's go check out Voodoo and let's get tattoos.
Yeah.
Let's get stupid finger tattoos for
Yep,
friends.
exactly. Yep.
Do you have a favorite piece that you've done? Something that sticks out?
See, again, I'm not a big favorite person. But,
Oh yeah. You don't have favorites of anything?
I mean, I have. I mean, I know.
Like
yeah,
a favorite food or?
no, I have like I have
Favorite
I have favorites. I have like plural. I mean, I like.
They're
I
all
can't-
just tied for
I,
first.
I have like yeah, right. I have like top tens or like
Okay.
top fives or whatever.
But if you have top
mean-
tens, I mean, there's gonna be something
Yeah.
that's in first place though.
Yeah, so I mean, tattoos I've done like in the past that I'm a fan of. I mean, I did like a tattoo. I feel like the tattoos that really challenged me, that kind of that move that move the bar for me to like kind of progress better, are the ones that are my favorites. So there's one that I did. It was like a portrait style of like Odorous from Guar.
Sick.
And I did that on my friend Lee's calf, and like that was my first time ever doing like a portrait as kind of tattoo, and like came out really good. It healed very well. It still looks great. So that's a favorite. That one that I did. Also, there's one that I did of Frida.
Like Frida Kahlo.
Yeah, Frida Kahlo.
Sick. Was it like another portrait piece?
It was like portrait, like surrealish kind of piece. Man, I have to go through my Instagram and start looking at pictures. Dude, I mean, there's so many that I've done where I'm like, man, that's awesome. There's ones I did that were like freehand ones, or like kind of like graffiti ones, or like like I did a sleeve of like just random like skulls and like just dark imagery, but all bright work stuff, like hunting masks I've done that are pretty fun. So
Nice.
yeah.
Here's this one. I feel like I know the answer to, because I feel like I've seen a photo and I don't know how long ago this was. But unless there's something that's gonna top this, but the weirdest spot that you've tattooed.
Yeah, you saw it.
Okay, so this is still the top weirdest spot.
So yeah, this is like the part one of two, like the most weirdest tattoos that I've done.
Okay,
that
go on.
That you're asking me about.
Yeah, go on.
So the one that you didn't see was when I was in prison.
Okay,
But so
tell us about it.
so that story. So I was in prison and I'm sitting on my bunk, and these three guys come up to me and they're like, "How much would you tattoo boobs on this guy's back?" and I was like, I was like, "You guys are kidding, right?" And they're like, "No, we're serious as a heart attack right now. Like, how much would you charge to do boobs on this guy's back?" I'm like, "Is he being forced to, or is this like on his own well?" And the guy's like, "No, I'm gonna get it on my back." It's a skinny dude, skinny little country kid, and I was like, I don't know, kind of just like went high. I was like, I don't know, $300. And
Were they actually giving you cash in there, or
no, it was like all
commissary,
food.
cigarettes, what have you? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think like 1 hour or two later, they come back to my bunk and they just dumped like $300 worth of like commissary on my bunk. They're like, "All right, cool, man, let's get him in." And I was like, "You guys gotta be
Like,
fucking."
fuck.
I was like, "Fuck, dude, you guys gotta be fucking kidding me right now." so I didn't tattoo this guy for like I'd say it's like a good like 2-3 weeks because one, you gotta like tattoo at the right time, and I was also kind of giving this guy like some time to think about this decision before he actually goes through with it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a point in time where I was like walking outside and like working out, and he's like, "Yo, so we're gonna get this tattoo in, man." I'm like, "You're still on this, aren't you?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, they paid for it, so I need to get it done." I'm like, "Do you want this done?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I want to get it done." And the thing is, I think this guy is just like one of those kids that like wants to just do stuff just to get like some shock, some attention from the
Yeah.
people in there, to
get a
feel
laugh.
cool.
Yeah.
To feel cool. And the thing is, like, this guy has like a wife and kids at home.
Oh no.
This dude was fucking annoying.
How long was he in for? Is that
I don't even know.
okay?
But
But he wasn't like a lifer, right? He had like
he wasn't a lifer.
So
but-
eventually he's gonna get out, and his wife's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
yeah,
Don't look
dude,
back.
for real. Yeah. So the thing is, like, even before I tattooed him, like this kid would always like walk around with his shirt off, like bird chest, and always walk around like trying to just like flaunt, like, I don't know, his bird chest, I guess.
Yeah.
So I finally put him in the queue. I tattooed him. I mean, I drew on his back with marker. It was all freehand. So when I'm drawing on him, I mean, I kind of have him like put his hands behind his back as if he's like grabbing boobs on his back, and I kind of just like traced around that area.
Okay.
And so aside from just getting boobs tattoo on his back, he wanted the boobs to be pierced.
Naturally.
He wanted to have like the ab line, like the little shallow like ab line
Yeah.
that you would see like on a girl's like stomach.
Yeah.
And he wanted the girl to have, or he wanted a belly button with a piercing that was a dolphin.
A little dolphin belly button ring.
And the thing is, as he's adding stuff to it, I'm like, dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. The thing is, I'm like, you do know, like, if you go to prison again, like, you're just gonna be like, you used to get fucking your ass, cause like, yeah, cool, boobs.
Yeah, now I can stare at boobs while I'm banging
boobs,
your butt.
butthole.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and he was like, yeah, I know, that's kind of like the joke of it. I'm like, I figured,
Yeah.
And as I'm like drawing on him, like people are like walking by, calling him a and everything. I'm like, sitting there just laughing.
Yeah.
So I tattoo on him, and like, like ever since then, like people are just ragging on him for the whole time. So like I give like a month or two. No, yeah, not a month or two, but like a couple weeks. He starts walking around with a shirt on, like never again walk around with his bird chest everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Because everyone was a straight dogging him, or he was like getting threatened to get his ass beat.
Yep.
And I was like, whatever, man. I mean, thanks for the $300.
Yeah. I tried. How old was he?
I don't even know. I think he's probably like in his like 20s.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And where was it? Did you have it like on the upper part of like his
It
back,
was,
or
it was like lower back.
like tramp stamp lower, or like?
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much like the belly button ring was like right at like almost like right above his like crack.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, and I'm just like, do whatever. So that's part one of the most weird tattoos, and then part two is like the one that you've seen that's on my Instagram of the butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah, on an old friend of mine that I like quasi dated for a little bit. I wouldn't say we dated, we were just kind of like messing around for
Sure.
a bit. But she was comfortable with me being in that area. She asked me to do a butthole tattoo her, and I was like, yeah, cool. What do you want? And she was like, I want a spider on my butthole, and I'm like, why the fuck do you want this on your butt? And again, I think it's more so for like shock value. I mean, she was like a stripper like a while ago, and so.
Oh yeah, I guess if she's bending over, shaking her ass, and like spreads her cheeks, you're gonna see that
just see
spider.
like the legs kind of coming out,
It's like a black widow. Is that what it was, or just like regular spider?
I mean, I couldn't really do like a black widow.
Oh yeah,
like
because you wouldn't be able to.
it's actually in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just
Yeah.
tattooed it
There's
around
like
the butthole.
yeah, black butt widow.
You be Black Widow depending on what she eats.
Yeah, right. It's like little prolapse, little.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, right. So yeah, like so doing that, I'll never do it again. That was like a one and done milestone in my life that I would never ever do again. It's just the most stressful tattoo to ever do because like it's just it's annoying to like put the stencil on and then also like just get the angle right and like it's just a workout
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the person has to be pretty much on like face down ass up
Yeah.
on a pretty wide tattoo chair or massage table whatever.
And they have to kind of like hold their cheeks open, I'd imagine.
Yeah, they have to hold their cheeks open. I can't do both things at once.
Yeah.
So so yeah, like in the shop, I mean, I got like the widest the widest table that we had, which wasn't that long because she's also pretty tall. So but yeah, like she was like sweating, like almost like lost a stencil because she was sweating so much. Like she also has like celiac disease, so like she would stop every like 5-10 minutes to fart.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Like fart. Fart. But yeah, like
Oh no, that's
Now I know
but
you won't do another one.
because her diet was like she kind of didn't care
Didn't care.
of her like diet as much, so she would always be like gassy. Which I mean, like whatever. I mean,
so you had to like stand up, walk away, let her
she
rip
would
ass, and then
she'd be like, stop, I gotta fart, and then we'd stop, and I'd back up, and she'd like kind of turn and just fart, like long farts to like big farts, and like I mean, I'm just sitting here like laughing my ass off. I'm like, I mean,
How could you not?
I'm in tears, fucking laughing my ass off.
yeah.
The thing is, like it's like she's spreading her cheeks. If she has to fart, like there's no like.
Yeah.
There's no like
Yeah.
muscle to hold it together. It's just coming out my face.
Yeah.
How you gonna get pink eye?
yeah. It's how you get pink eye, you know.
Yeah.
So so there was that, and then also same time, she's like sweating. She's like in excruciating pain, screaming, like saying "fuck you" to me, and I'm like, hey, I mean, you're paying for it. So.
Yeah.
So also at the same time, it's like when you're tattooing a butthole, like you have to get like when you're shading like in the body area of the spider, like you gotta get in those wrinkles.
Yeah. The butthole wrinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to like legit like shove my thumb in her butt and spread the wrinkled area smooth
Oh, my.
to shade it into it, which you're pretty much tattooing like the outside of your intestine, which is very thin and sensitive.
Oh yeah.
And like it was hard to like really like saturate that area because like it bleeds so much.
Right. I didn't know if you're just like tattooing just like around the whole.
I mean, well, I tried to get like in the wrinkle area. I tried like as much as I could, but before it got like really bloody.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's that. And there's times where like there's a point where I had to turn her on her back, and it was just like vag in my face because I had to tattoo like the head of the spider, and the head of the spider was like in her taint.
Yep.
So I'm just like looking down there, like just sweat my ass off, like I can't wait for this thing to be fucking over with.
Yeah, the apprentice just
Dude,
dropping
seriously.
you off.
Yeah.
No, I mean it was just me, man.
I can only imagine when you get that tattoo, like after shitting, that you're like trying to wipe.
Oh, so yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Let's get into this a little bit.
So
'cause
how you take care of that afterwards is like every time that you shit, you immediately take a shower because you have to wash off all that shit.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I mean, it's open wound. Like you will get infected.
That's what I was about to say.
So-
like shit getting into an open wound.
Would a
So-
bidet work?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So,
Okay,
Yeah.
so you didn't get anything to
So
wipe
she
it
had
down.
she had a bidet at the house, so she would just blast it off. You know.
Okay.
So luckily she had that, but otherwise, yeah, you just take a shower like immediately after every time that you would, take a shit.
Wild stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking wild. Very zany.
All right. What about have you ever tattooed like any celebrities or anything like that? Anybody come in?
No, I haven't tattooed any celebrities.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
If you could pick one celebrity.
I tattooed Kid Cudi's sister. That's about it.
Oh, nice. What did she get?
She got like she got like a start to like some like half sleeve. It was like I think stars and some random stuff. Yeah, she was like for a minute she was like kind of hitting on me, and I didn't really know if she was really hitting on me or not because I'm like I usually assume that everyone's just being
Being
nice to me when
friendly,
they're like
yeah.
when they're flirting with me because I'm so oblivious to people flirting with me unless you're like blunt about it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they're just nice. Yeah, that'd be nice to me.
Yeah. Maybe just flirting to try to get like a discount or free tattoo or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I mean, also at the same time, she was like, yeah, well, you know, my brother, you know, he's a celebrity, and I'm like, who? She's like, I'll let you guess. I was like, I don't fucking know.
Ugh, that would
I'm
already
like-
make me mad. Just
I'm
to,
like, I'm like,
Drew Carey.
yeah, for her, yeah, Drew Carey. Yeah, I was like, Bone.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, like name like R&B singers and shit. I'm like, I don't really know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't really follow sports at all.
yeah.
And then and then she's like, look at my ID. I was like, okay. And I'm like,
Her last name's Cuddy also.
no, it's Miss Goody.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
even know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Sarah
it's-
Cuddy.
It's like Miss Goody, and I was like, I'm looking at him like, I don't know. And she's like, okay, Cuddy. I'm like, oh, Muscati, cool. I'm like, all right, that's cool, awesome.
Mhm.
I mean, I wasn't really into him at all, like
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
then at all.
I
but
know
was-
of him. I
Yeah.
don't know any of his songs.
Yeah, I know his songs. I mean, as of now, I know his songs, and like, you know, I watched his like documentary or not his documentary, but his animated movie that he made. But yeah, I mean, back then I was like, cool, that's cool, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
no biggie, you
That's
know.
another client.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, another client. I'm not giving you a discount. So,
Yeah.
If you could pick one celebrity to tattoo, who would it be? And they let you pick something to do, what would you do? Farts.
like, yeah, right, a big fart on their butt cheek. I don't know, maybe like Salma Hayek or something. I don't know, or
Okay. So
Uh.
she's like, Dre, tattoo me, but you get to pick.
I don't, yeah. The thing is, me picking what they want to get.
If you have something that you've drawn up, or do you think this would be, always thought this would be like a fun tattoo or whatever?
a big old black dick. Oh, no,
Boobs on the back.
right on the back. Yeah, right. Boobs on the back of Salma Hayek's back.
With a
No.
dolphin.
Trust me.
With a dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's cool. I've done this one already.
Yeah.
yeah. Don't worry. I'll freehand it. It's on me. Just give me commissary. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's like a sleeve or something, or I don't know. Or yeah, again, like I don't like really follow celebrities at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's something funny. I thought that would
Maybe
be.
like the guy that started Pizza Bagels.
Hey, we've already been there.
What?
We've already been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've tattooed me.
I mean, like the pizza bagels. Like,
Oh,
Like
the bagel bites. Yeah.
you're like, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Dre, hello. I'm right across the table from you.
Oh my god.
So you just want to tattoo boobs on the guy's back that created bagel bites?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sweet.
Or what's a big old bagel bite?
tattoo
Right,
bagel,
great.
some bagel
Right.
bites on his balls.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Or there's two bagel bites on his cheeks.
Have you ever had to tattoo a penis?
No.
Would you?
For the right amount of money, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I always feel like that's a weird thing because the
I've
dude has
actually-
to be hard, right? 'Cause you got to get that
Mm,
skin stretched.
Yeah.
Or you just fucking
just
I mean
stretch it out.
depending on like how long they are, you just do that whole like wristwatch.
Yeah, I guess
You
you
just,
could.
you just grab the head and like just pull like
Yeah.
and then you know pull it and tattoo it that way.
I guess that's true too. I never really thought about that.
Or you tattoo, you know, I guess hard. I mean, I know, I think there's a couple tattoo artists that I know that I think like they're like for them to get through with their apprenticeship, they had to tattoo like someone's dick.
Now, is that like a
That's
a
not-
hazing thing or?
I mean, that's just a very fucked up thing to do to have your apprentice like do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You get
saying.
your weirdest
The
tattoo.
thing is,
ever,
I
you know?
think it's
Yeah.
like I think like those days have like kind of gone and passed. Who knows? Like you know, it's like the old
Different times
tattooers
now,
yeah. That's fucked up.
The old tattoo hazing.
I
The
think
thing, the thing is, like, I mean, like, what are you gonna do if the guy has a fucking micro penis? there's no wrist watching.
I think
It's
my
like,
buddy.
you gotta, like, just like push the stomach and it poke out, and what do you like turtle headed, like prairie
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, I had a buddy who got it done. He had the word "sorry" written on it.
What? Sorry.
Just sorry. Yep.
Is there?
I think he had it. He said he had it.
Is it the full word or is it like SRY?
It's the full word.
So like when it's soft, it just says so.
So-
it says
So-
sigh.
Yeah, but then
Sorry.
it gets hard. But it's only like a half inch.
Yeah,
and then it's like,
he
sorry.
got drunk and got it done. I'm like, all right.
Oh goodness.
He's like, you want to see? I'm like, no, I'll take your word at it, man.
Yeah, I know there's some artists that have like TCB and shit on their dick, or like your name.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
I got your name tattooed on
Yeah,
my dick.
yeah,
You want to see it?
yeah. It's fucking stupid.
Hey, drunk tattoos. You know.
Yeah, drug tattoos. Yeah, they happen.
Yeah.
I've got a few.
Same.
Yeah, I got one that says like "party on" my ankle, and like you look at it now, it just looks like it's like. On. You know,
Somebody else
like,
got
what?
Wayne.
Yeah.
It's so blown together. You're like, oh man.
I got 69 boys with a Z on
69 boys.
yeah on one butt cheek.
So you're 69 boys.
So the funny thing is,
All the boys.
the funny thing is that me and a few other buddies, we were in Chicago and we were drinking all day. We saw Andrew WK, and long story short, we went and got tattoos done at like fucking midnight. Right, already been drinking, and
As you should.
yeah, and then so after it all said and done, we were like, damn, you know what? We should have probably tattooed the above it so it looks like we're like a gang and not something we like to do. Yeah. And then
Oh my God.
on the other butt cheek, I have 666, which Rev Kev did at 4 a.m. after drinking all night with a single needle.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
how blown out is it?
It's right now it's fucking terrible. I mean, this is
I
probably
mean, is it
like
666 like blown together? Is it like
no, you can still see it. It's just like super faded and it's kind of
Oh.
like it's just kind of just like shitty. It's just one needle 4
Yeah.
a.m. drink. And Rev Kev's not a tattoo, artist. He's just a jack of all trades, I guess, master of none. But he's like, I got a tattoo gun, and it was supposed to be Garrison. I mean Moldavore.
tattoo machine?
yeah.
Yeah, was supposed to get this done, but he ended up pussing out. I'm like, fuck it.
Well, good thing you get like 666 boys.
Yeah, that'd have been even weirder.
I'm like, I don't believe your story, man.
Yeah.
Did you get it with a Z at the end too, like boys?
Yeah, it's
Like
got
Boys
a
in the
Z
Hood?
at the end. Yep,
Fuck
that's
yeah.
exactly it. Yep.
That's how you have to do it.
Yeah. It's got to be.
I had an old tattoo artist who had a shop in Brunswick, and it was right next to a bar. So it was.
Was it what shop was it? Was it like fucking
I don't remember what his name was. It was a. He only had it for like 2-3 years.
What, Finest
before he
Lines or
passed
some
away.
shit like
No,
that,
it was
or-
Finest. It wasn't like anybody like.
like Revolution or
No, he had a shop for like 2 years and then passed away. So.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But he would get all these people coming over drunk and like, give me a Hatchet Man from ICP.
Oh Lord,
Oh, man.
I'm dude, I am fucking so grateful that I never got a hatchet man. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a point in time where I will admit, yeah, I was definitely in an ICP when I was like a teenager, and I
Yeah.
would like go to all the shows and drink Faygo and be like, yeah, man, look at clowns, whoop whoop. Like, but I am fucking, I mean, admitting this right now on a podcast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I am very grateful I never get one of those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he would just call me over. I'd just be hanging out at the shop, and then like he'd be like, "Yo, come here, check this out." He's like drawing a dick on him, like underneath, and then covering it up. So like,
Like, so
me
the
and him saw it.
hatchet's like a dick.
Yeah, yeah. It was like the body where before you did the shading and all that. It was like,
Mhm.
here, I'm just gonna draw a little penis here, and they'll be
Oh,
only
yeah,
me and him
yeah.
knew it, and it was covered up. I'll be like, yeah, you couldn't really
Yeah.
tell afterwards, but it's like, yeah, I'm just sick of doing these Hatchet Man tattoos, but pays the rent, so
Dude, it does. It pays the rent.
yeah.
It's like the more dicks you throw in, the more bills.
Yeah.
that
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna be charging more for dicks, might as well put an ad up.
Yeah. I mean, like, little dicks, big dicks,
Yeah.
little micro machines.
The Dick Master.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the Ink Master,
Yeah.
it's Dick Master.
Yeah, right? Jesus Lord.
Have you ever had anybody pass out on you?
No.
Okay.
Awesome.
Fortunately, yeah.
Anybody that's like gets like super anxious that like
I mean, yeah.
Obviously-
So actually, I think like the first like actual tattoo that I did in a shop, I tattooed my friend Andrew, and I tattooed like this like owl face that I drew on his calf, and he had just eaten like Chipotle before he came in because you got to eat before you come in.
yeah.
But yeah, like I think also I was like probably heavy-handed as fuck, and I was tattooing him, and he was getting nauseous. He's like, "Dude, you gotta stop. I think I gotta puke."
Uh
And I was like, "My bad." Also, yeah, dude, people trusted me doing some shit for like my first tattoos, man. Like but like before I knew like about like like mags and shader needles and stuff, I shaded in a fucking flame, like a straight black flame on my friend's leg, all in black with a 3-liner, which you don't fucking ever do. That's like it's like a very fine line.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, I owe you a free tattoo as I progress in my career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, I tattooed my friend Phil. Like, I tattooed this like Chet Zar like all black like gas mask thing on his sternum,
Oof.
like chest sternum area.
Yeah.
Like my like probably I think second tattoo I ever did at a shop, and he was just like, dude, I love you, man, but like I wanna fuck you up so bad right now. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
I'm like, well, I mean, you're here, man.
Yeah,
So,
we're fucking doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. Let's finish it, man.
Is anybody like giving up on it? Like a tattoo like in the middle of it?
I mean, people will usually like they'll get at least the outline done before they tap out.
Okay.
But usually when I do like tattoos that are pretty big, I'll do like the outline first, and then I'll
Sure, different
or
sessions.
gray line, then I'll do it in sessions. Like some people like look at it like, oh, so you do all this in one session? Yeah, I'm like, no.
Yeah. No.
I'm like this is not Ink Master. It's not how it goes, dude. Like we're
you
not
do it all in
blasting.
6 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I meant more of just like on like regular size pieces. If someone just like, yeah, I want to get this and like all these colors and stuff, and they start getting in there and they're like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, not really. I feel like I'm pretty light-handed now as I've like progressed in my career. I'm like pretty light-handed now with my tattoos, and people usually sit there like you're very like your hand's pretty light, which is awesome to hear. It's a good compliment. But yeah, no one's really stopped.
Okay.
So
I can only imagine like them like trying to get something done and then just being this hurts too bad.
I've tattooed people that they're definitely going through it, but they'll sit out, or I'll be like, hey, like we're done with the outline. Let's take like a 5-10 minute break.
Yeah.
And see where you're at, how you're feeling, because I'm like, you want to do shading, you want to do color, blah blah. Like this is gonna be like another like hour or two.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to sit for this, or do you want to like heal, like come back
in a few weeks
and knock it out? Some people they'll just knock it out. Some people they'll stop. Like depending on like what area it is. Like there's times where like I tattooed like the back of my friend's knee, and she's like, I got this. Don't worry about it. We're good. And then I did the outline, and she's like, I'm gonna come back and get this filled in later on. I'm like, yeah, I figured that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back of the knee is like brutal. So
Yeah, I always prefer to like just do it one shot because like by the time you're done with the outline, it's numb. That way I'm like, all right. Well, by the time you're doing shading, I'm not really feeling it that much.
Yeah,
so.
I think it's shading is also a whole different feeling too.
That's true.
Sometimes depending where it's at and like how big like the grouping is of needles, like so, and how much like if you're shading or if you're doing saturation, like where it's just like straight color, straight black, whatever, So.
What about does anybody ever have like weird reactions? Like
yeah, I mean,
to the ink or whatever.
Yeah. Some people can get like a reaction to like certain like old brands of like red. Like usually red is kind of like what people usually have an issue with, depending like what's in the pigment. But then, but also some people they can get infected based on like how they take care of their tattoo. Like you tell them like give them like the aftercare sheet, or you tell them how to take care of it after the tattoo, and like they go out and fucking hang out in the sun and like let it bake and shit, or they get in the pool or a hot tub or the ocean or whatever, and they get fucking. And then we tell them like, yo, like you can't do A, B, and C, D. You can't do this for a while until it's healed. And some people will fucking still do it, and then they're like, oh man, why do I have fucking staph? You're like, because you're fucking
dumbass.
Because you're fucking stupid. I mean, it happened like once when I was in Hawaii. I mean, I told him like, yo, you cannot get in, because usually in Hawaii when we tattoo people, we're like, you can't, how about you wait until the last day of your trip and get tattooed, because if I tattoo you, this is ruining your whole trip. You can't go to the beach, you can't get into the water, like because you will potentially get staph. Like,
yep.
It's so easy to get it in that area. And So some people they'll be like, no, dude, I got it. I'll just wear a rash guard. I'm like, no, you can't. No. So we push everybody to get it towards the last end. But some people will still like get a tattoo early, like in the day, and then they'll leave and then get in the water before they go to the airport, and then they'll like email you or email the shop. They're like, oh, so like my tattoo is like swollen,
Yep.
like we told you.
I will say that second skin that you put on afterwards is actually like really fucking good as far as like
it's
protecting.
awesome.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, I hate it when I get it done, you know, but like it's just fucking pulling all the hair and it's just a pain in the ass peeling off.
Yeah, that
but,
too. And also, I put it in your inner bicep, right?
Yeah, right over
Yeah,
here.
so sometimes like when you put the Synoderm on that area, sometimes it tends to like pull depending on like how you pull it.
Yeah.
Like or like how you put it on. I learned that you gotta put it on a certain way because if you put it on like, you know, where's the arm stretched out,
Yep.
and then you like let the arm kind of like rest, it kind of pulls on the skin like up by the pit.
Yep.
Sometimes. And sometimes like when you pull it off, sometimes people can get like a reaction to like the glue or the adhesive.
I mean,
like-
go on.
Yeah, so I mean, there are people they get sometimes people can get a rash from like the Synoderm sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
I'm still old school style. Like I'd rather just have the saran wrap and tape, or gauze or whatever the case is. I'd rather have that. But like so, Jess and I, everywhere we travel, we get tattoos done.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that. You guys been getting little tattoos, little jars.
It's kind of like our thing, you know, just everywhere we go.
That's cool.
Yeah. And when we were in Mexico, I got like a sugar skull, and I have that on like the inside of my calf, on the inside there.
Mm-hmm.
And she put that second skin on, and it was one of those things I was like, fuck, we still have like 2 or 3 days left. And I'm like, I
Damn.
still want to get back out there and swim and drink in the ocean.
Yeah. Did you get in the water?
I did.
You asshole.
But I did.
It's your legs, I mean, whatever.
Right. But here's the deal: the tattoo, it still looks awesome, and I got that done like 2 or 3 years ago. It's still super bright. That's what I'm saying. That second skin actually, and I don't condone anybody to do this. I'm just a dumbass sometimes.
Did water get like in there?
No.
at all?
So
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like no water. Like it was sealed up fucking perfectly, and
Okay.
like that's what I'm saying. Like nobody should do this because you could get staph. But I was like, I want to go drink in the ocean. You know, I want to swim. I want to swim in the ocean.
Yeah.
And yeah, I still did it, but luckily
Well, I'm
I
glad that
was
you have
good
a
to go.
leg still.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, anytime that we do travel, if it's going to be something more related to swimming, it's something that we now plan
anywhere
more accordingly.
hot and tropical, like wait till like the last fucking day that you are there and get tattooed.
Yep, the day before you're about to leave.
Yeah,
Yep.
day before.
Yeah, I think that's definitely because if you're also trying to swim in the ocean or whatever the case is.
Yeah, also even like last day too. Sometimes that can be rough too because sometimes like the tattoo can take longer than thought. And then sometimes you feel rushed to finish it because they're like, oh, we gotta get to the airport by this time. And you're like, dude, why didn't you time this out right now? I feel stressed out to finish your tattoo, and I'm not taking my time and putting my all into it. Now I feel rushed and anxiety.
Yeah, well, that's just fucking dumb. Like, don't get a tattoo like a couple hours before you're about to fucking jump on a plane.
Yeah.
That's just dumb. At least the day before you have.
Yeah, day before,
fucking day.
or like if you're leaving like in the evening and you get it done like in the daytime, cool.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Do you prefer like people coming in with drawings, or do you prefer to draw it yourself?
If someone wants something verbatim, then yeah, I'll do it. Basically, like, there's times where like when I was tattooing in Hawaii, I was doing touristy tattoos consistently. Which I feel like in a way kind of like regressed my drawing a bit because I was just doing more just like turtles and flowers and things all typical tourist stuff all the time. Like, so me drawing stuff that I wanted to do like kind of like took a backseat to it. But like if someone comes in and they have an idea and they want me to do like my own version of it, which is what every tattooist wants, it's definitely best to come in with like a reference or two and like be like, hey, I like this style because of this and this and this, and I like this kind of line work, or I like how this looks, or the placement, or whatever. Like all that helps. Like sometimes people come in and they're like, I don't know what I want. You're like, Well, I don't,
Fucking pick something
I
off
don't
the
know, I
wall.
don't know the
Yeah.
tattoo, man. I mean,
There's a
like,
bunch of flash.
Yeah.
There's flash to give you ideas, like.
Yeah.
I mean, or I tell people, I'm like, like, well, what makes you, what about this trip resonated with you that made, that stuck out that, that you liked? Was it the turtles? Was it flowers? Was it like the ocean? Was it the fucking, like the food? Whatever. Like, what is
Yeah.
it? And then get something like that. Don't just get something that everyone has,
Yep.
make it yours.
Yeah, I try to be a little more unique with it.
Yeah, try and make it more original for them and not just like doing just the same simple thing over and over again.
Yep.
Which I mean, I'll do, because that also makes money too. So, but yeah, I mean, definitely for the most part, it's definitely good to have references.
Yeah.
Because then, like, I at least know where your mind's at, and then I can just do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some people that come in, they have no idea what they want, like at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, do you at least have like a theme, like a
It's gonna be so annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, well, what do you want to draw? I mean, like, the thing is, like, what I want to draw, it may not be what you want to get on your body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I want to draw, like, boobs on people's backs? This week, like, is that what you want?
That's my thing.
Yeah, right. So that's the thing,
Yeah. I mean, usually, when they just come in, it's like, I don't know, I just want to get a tattoo. Do you usually ask, like, do you have any tattoos yet? Or, like, are you working towards something?
I mean, usually I'll like look at what they have, if they have anything that's, like, visible, and I'll see, like, what they have, like, style-wise, whatever. And,
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't see anything, I'll ask them, like, is this your first tattoo? I'm like, or do you have any reference pictures? What
Yeah.
what are your ideas? I usually am like, what are your ideas? Like, what do you like?
Yep.
I mean, people that go off of like, like, well, oh, I like your style. Like, what do you like? What do you want to do? I'm like, well, I mean, I have like some flash stuff that I have. You can go
Some
through
fun
that.
flash, yeah.
You can pick from that, or we can just figure out another idea. So,
Yeah.
I mean, some people come in and everything's well thought out. It's a very quick consult.
Yeah.
I know I'm doing one pretty soon. I'm pretty stoked. It's like a acid bath, like a album cover, but I'm drawing like my own version of it.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah. Now you were talking about earlier, like you do like cover ups and removals and stuff like that. Like, what's one of the worst things that someone came in and went, I want to get this covered up or removed?
I mean, also, so the whole like tattoo removal thing that I'm doing right now is, I mean, I'm pretty new to it. I've only right now I only have like 2 clients that are getting it done. So
Okay.
I don't have like very much experience with it,
Sure.
but the experience I have with it, it's pretty easy. But I mean, like, but yeah, if someone comes in, they want something like covered up or covered or laser or removed. Like, it just depends, like, how big it is, where it's at, like how dark it is, like, what they want it covered with,
Was there anything that sticks out when they show you? You're like, hey, I want to get this covered up, and you're like, oof.
Yeah, usually just like a lot of like some like prison tattoos or something where they got when they're young or drunk, and it's like a bunch of like the outlines really blown out, or like it's just a really bad design,
Mhm.
like, or it's like very blobby. And some people just don't even know what they want to cover it with. They're like, I'll just get a big black blob. I don't care. I just don't want to see it.
I mean, I
You know?
guess.
I mean, so the thing is, like, they just don't have any ideas, like, creatively, so they don't really
Yeah.
know what to do. They just don't want to see it anymore, either based off of like, like a memory, or a bad experience, or the person that tattooed it, was a shitty person, or they got with somebody, or a friend of theirs, and not friends anymore, or a breakup or something. You know what I'm saying? So
I figured there'd probably be a lot of
there's a lot of that.
breakup ones.
Yeah, breakups are like, just bad work, So, usually, like, the thing is, like, the tattoo removal I'm doing, I'm mostly doing it more so to just, like, lighten it up and then cover it up, because, like, the way I do, like, the tattoo removal that I'm doing is, like, non-laser, so I'm not getting as deep into the skin as a laser would, so
Sure.
I'm mostly just lightening it up a whole lot and then covering it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if someone wants it like fully gone, like, I'll tell them, like, I can only go so far, but that you have to probably go back and go with someone that does laser removal, which is probably like a little bit more expensive, and do it that way. A little bit probably also more painful too. So
Yeah. Is there anybody that came in and was like, hey, I have this idea, and you guys, draw it all out, you get it done, and when it comes down to like that final reveal, that they like visibly didn't really see, and that they like thought it was going to be as cool as that they had in their head. Not saying like that it's like your work. I'm just saying that the design itself, they're like, man, this is going to be awesome. And they look at it and they go, I don't know if I should have got this.
I mean, not really. I mean, I mean, I won't just like put the stencil on somebody and straight tattoo it without showing them
Right,
the
of course.
design
Yeah, get
first,
in there,
you know?
take a look.
Yeah, I mean,
see how,
I mean, like usually, like I'll draw the design out and then like come in. I mean, well, usually like if I have their number, I can contact them. I'll usually send them a picture of like the rough sketch of what I have. Like, and it's all like really sketchy and like, you know, not like finalized in line work, but like this is the direction that I'm going into. Like, what do you think? Is it, like, do you like it? Like changes, you know, do you like it? Like, you think you want to change before I do the final outline? And then like I'll do the final outline, and I'm like, I'll show them that, and they're like, oh yeah, awesome, cool. Like, you know, let's do it. Or they're like, I don't know. I mean, I've really had a lot of people that have been like, no, I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a few people where, you know, I'll tinker with it for like a bit more and get it right. But for the most part, I feel like everyone that I've shown the stencil, like it's probably like either like better than what they imagine, which is good to hear because I mean, it's going to have like a good like one shot. I'm like, all right, awesome. Like, yeah. And then there's times where I you know, tattoo them and like they're super stoked. There's people that have tattooed that have like cried after I've done it, which is, you know, it's like more like a memorial tattoo where it, like, you know, so that feels good. That feels,
came out better than they could have hoped.
Feels good. Yeah. Like I was doing like the the tattoo thing for like the pink event where, you know, we tattoo like over like breast cancer survivors, like their mastectomy scars and stuff.
Oh yeah,
which is a very like emotional day in itself, doing all that. Like it's a very fulfilling like thing to do when that happens. But also, yeah, it's really good just to like give somebody like their like self-esteem back and give them some like more confidence when they see like the finished product and like, you know, their whole struggle, them being a warrior with like, you know, surviving breast cancer. You know,
yeah.
So it's really like really fulfilling to like just help out with that too. So
yeah, that's also got to be just very satisfying to see like their reaction.
Yeah, I got a hold of the director that does that. I was like, hey, like the people that you didn't choose for the tattoos that we worked on, I'm like, can you give me the other people that applied? I'll hit them up and like I'll work with them personally and do like the cover-ups or the tattoo on them. But I mean, like, it wouldn't be free, but I mean, I'll probably do it on a discount and, like, and still do it for them just to do it. And like, I don't know, just it feels good to do that for somebody. So the thing is, I'm also trying to get into doing like the areola tattoo like cover-up or like or just do designs for survivors. So
awesome.
Sweet.
When you say like director, like what are you referring to?
The director that did the pink event. Like, so like the pink event, it happens every year, I think around October, and it's like statewide. Yeah, it's I mean, yeah, it's all over the U.S. Like there's like shops that work with the event where they work
for
with
breast cancer.
Yeah.
And then so you guys do like tattoos.
So every artist has their own client that they work with and talk to, and figure out like what they want to, you know, get their scars covered up with, and then, you know, we have a whole day where like the shop's closed and we work with them and that's it. And then,
cool.
But we have like food and stuff and like
that's awesome.
It's a very emotional day. Like I didn't realize how teary-eyed we all were towards the end. I was like, whew.
Let's have a big old cry party.
Oh yeah.
yeah. You know, it's all good tears. So
yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you ever have to talk somebody out of like an idea they have?
Ooh, good question.
My first tattoo idea, I was like, oh, I want like a nautical star on my elbow, and the guy's like, that's a horrible idea because of the way your arm is. And I was so grateful that he talked me out of it because I was like, get something meaningful because your first one, you know.
I mean, not every tattoo needs to be meaningful, you know. But
but
I definitely will try and talk people out of ideas that I think are really fucking shitty, you know, like or like, I mean, I don't know, I just try to like steer them in the right direction. Like, oh, well, if you want this, well, how about like you do this like here instead of here? Like the people that want to get tattooed for the first tattoo, they want to get it done like on the ribs. I'm like, no, don't do that. One, like rib tattoos is a whole different like level of pain that you don't even know about Like, how about you get tattooed, like, on your arm or your forearm or somewhere
sorry.
that you at least know, like, how it feels first before you actually go towards, like, the ribs or, like, or don't get your hands tattooed. Like, you don't get your knuckles or your face tattooed for your first tattoo.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure, especially with jobs and shit like that. Like,
and also
no.
like you're like you're like like in your 20s, like early 20s, you want to get like job stoppers. You want to get this fucking stupid ass name or like words on your fucking knuckles. Like you have no idea what you want to do in your life yet. Like
shit and fuck across your knuckles.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like fuck
or
shit.
Boob back.
Boob back.
Boob back.
Yeah, right. You're like butthole.
Is there any what about like any advice to give any listeners that would be looking to get into becoming a tattoo artist?
I don't know, just make sure that you're really passionate about the struggle, because it's going to be a long road. I mean, I feel like this day and age, I feel like it's pretty like there's a lot of people that are like learning so much more easier how to tattoo on like YouTube or like seminars you can buy than like finding an apprenticeship. But I still recommend, like, I don't know, like find an apprenticeship. Don't tattoo in your house and like learn that way and become a scratcher. I don't know, definitely like go about like having a legit apprenticeship, where you're in a shop, you're learning from people that have been doing it for a long time. Definitely like make sure you have like a portfolio of like things that you've drawn, like, so it shows like what skills you have with like, how you are with like your line work, or how you are with like how you shade or colors or black and gray, like all that kind of stuff, like how just like the fundamentals of design, like, it's good to have all that stuff, like, in your bag before you go in. I think it's pretty hard to kind of just walk into a shop and be like, yeah, I want to tattoo a doodle,
Mm-hmm.
like, it's pretty hard to get into. But I think just really know like what you want to, really know that you want to get into it, know that you're passionate about it, and that you're willing to know what it takes to get through. Because for a while you won't like do anything for a long time. You're going to be doing a lot of cleaning tubes, a lot of like, just watching, drawing, asking questions before you even like pick up a tattoo machine or anything. So, what else? Yeah, you just make sure you're just passionate about anything that you do in general.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I mean, we're kind of coming down here to the end. Is there anything that you were looking to plug? If you want anybody to follow like your work, your Instagram, anything that you want to, now's your time.
Yeah, if anyone wants to like follow my work, they can follow me on Instagram. Most of my work is on there, what I choose to post up. I haven't really posted up much stuff recently because a lot of stuff that I'm tattooing right now, I'm like in the process of finishing it. And I'm more so in the process of trying to post things where it's like a good starting, like beginning, mid, end point of what I tattoo.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But yeah, you can follow me on Instagram on Dre5K, so DRE5KAY. Also, like my other page that's more so for like my DJing stuff is like DRELEONE. I also do a bi-monthly event called Dysfunctional, which is all like house music.
Nice.
Yeah, that, and I mean, those are like the only plugs I really have right now. I mean, again, like I was telling you, like I have a bunch of ideas that I'm like working out right now with like, giving back to Lahaina and whatnot, and like, getting some other streams of income. So
yeah,
I think later on down the road, if you have me back on, I'll probably have like some more plugs.
Absolutely, man.
Sure,
I mean, did you have fun today?
Yeah, I had a blast.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's like so much more I can like talk about right now.
Oh
yeah,
like,
it's like, you got me started,
yeah.
so I'm like, all right, yeah, like, so it's over already.
Yeah, we're already hitting that point. Yeah, so listen, we'll have you back on here in a little while.
Sure people might call in and have questions, so we can save those.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, if they even have like questions, they can like hit up my Instagram page, ask me questions and be like, hey, I heard your podcast, pizza bagels, I'm here for it. So
yeah,
I'll add that to the notes.
If you want to book with me, if you want to book me, if you're you want to have me come out and tattoo you in Singapore or Japan or any of these places that they're checking out this podcast, I'm down for it, man. I'm down to travel. So.
Fly out there and tattoo.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm definitely trying to travel. A bunch this year.
Dude, when we were getting our tattoos done in Japan, our artist was that's what he does all year. His wife does all of his scheduling, and they will spend like a couple months in like every like country. So he's like in Tokyo for like 3 months.
That's amazing.
And then they will go somewhere and take like a week off, like do their own little vacation. Then he's like, I'm going to Thailand next, and then do that for like a month. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And she's just scheduling all these appointments and stuff. And he's like, this is all we do all year long.
Man, I need a girlfriend manager that can do that for me. Holy crap, man, that'd be great. Yeah, because dude, I am so ADHD. Like just my time management it's like very zany. It's very like very scattered. So.
Well, you made it here on time, so.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah. Before here, I went to FitWorks and got a membership to a gym. So
nice.
Then I got some Jersey mics, and I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah. Having fun. Yeah, dude. We'll definitely get you back on. We'll do like a part 2, and we'll add on to whatever else from there.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll have way more stories.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So thanks for listening, guys. If you have any questions for Dre, if you don't message him directly on Instagram, you can always shoot us a text. We will send those over his way. He will answer the questions. Or you can leave us a voicemail. We'll, again, do that. We'll try to call him maybe live on the show. He can answer these questions, or, we'll figure it out from there. So 440-363-0121. Nice. Pizza Bagels Pod on all the social medias and listening platforms. If you're out of the country and you want to send us an email, at pizzabagelsPod@gmail.com.
Butthole tattoos.
Yeah. Yeah. Hit us up so you can get a butthole tattoo from Dre or boobs on your back.
No. I won't answer.
Don't forget to share, subscribe, like, tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell everyone.
Especially grandmas.
Yeah. And comment. I think, is that it, Tomboy?
Yeah, that'd be it.
All right, 440-363-0121. Nice. Thanks for listening, guys. Dre, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
dude, my pleasure, man.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.